And really the last piece that I've got sticky notes for anyway, is this page. And you can see that the ratings, but the one thing that cannot be understated is how important it was that this go absolutely flawlessly. And it did. So thank you again publicly, because the slightest error on something like this could have been a huge, huge story, and it could have taken away from all kinds of other positive things we were trying to do. So to be able to launch something of this scale and to do it flawlessly and get that kind of feedback was just a huge thing. It was a real nail biter for us, but it went absolutely flawlessly. It did help us achieve our business goals, and we said there 5 times return. Just even on just reducing the amount of print that we did, we did very well for it. I think the other thing is part of the games, what we talk about a lot, and people may have heard a lot of talk about legacy. So I think one of the things that I'm definitely proud of and very happy about is to know that this project played some role in helping a smaller local startup company get launched onto the world stage. So that was definitely something we wanted to do. And now I'm going to turn to you.
And I can tell you the story.
You can speak all about that.
Yeah. Thanks, Graham. And when we started the company, my business partner and I, his name is Ben West, we'd actually worked together way back in the .com days during Stockhouse. There's some Stockhouse folks here today, which is kind of cool. We knew there was an opportunity there. This is 18 months ago, so it's not a long time. We had about a year before the games. And we recognized there was an opportunity around the Olympics. And we really set our company up with the mission from day one was, what do we need to do to get the contract to do the apps for the Olympics? So, fortunate thing about starting up a company as for the second time around is I know a few things and I know a few people, and knowing the process of getting some IRAP money was really helpful. We got an IRAP grant 3 months after we started. We managed to convince them of the story of what we were building, and that technically we would be able to do it. Now, at the time, there was no real apps were very new. You hear a lot more about them today than you did even a year, 18 months ago. But that was really helpful. This is March 2009. So in the summer, our goal was to build up a portfolio of work to prove to VANOC that we could do this. And we need to have event experience specifically. We knew that VANOC didn't have the time or money to custom build something out themselves. So if we were going to do this, we had to go to them with the product. So we started out by doing, our first app was the Vancouver International Jazz Festival, and that was a fun one to do. 500,000 attendees. We won an award for it. It got voted the best app in Vancouver by Georgia Straight Magazine. We followed it up with apps for London Jazz Festival, which is the largest citywide music festival in the UK. And we did the Vancouver International Film Festival, which we're proud to say all 3 of those apps, we've done them again this year. The VIF is actually on right now, and if any of you have iPhones, you can download the app. It's free. All of our apps are free. So for film festivals, it'll give you a trailer. It'll show you all the information about screening times, those kind of things. For music festivals, it's more like links to iTunes. You can listen to the music and decide what you want to do. So these are location-aware apps, so they tell you what's going on around you based on your location and the time. So you can find out what's close to me. If you're standing outside a cinema, trying to work out what film to see, instead of just reading it in a magazine or a book, you can actually watch a trailer and find out what other people have to say about it as well. So we did that in the summer of 2009. As I said, we knew that VANOC didn't have any money, and this is late summer of 2009. They were quite busy. So getting their attention was difficult. So we built an app for them anyway, without their permission, without really... we basically said, well, you know what, if we go and show this to them, there's no way they could say no. So that's what we did. And that's a risky move, because they could have... there's a lot of risky things about it.
Although when you have no budget for something, and somebody comes forward with a solution, that does make it a lot easier.
And we convinced them they can make money, and that's what it ended up doing. But it wasn't until October 2009 that we actually showed it to them. So as a company, our whole mission was to build this app, and they weren't moving fast enough. We decided to build it anyway. We showed it to them. There was a lot of things that weren't happening the right way, and they all sort of fell into place at the last minute. So some of the major things were Bell, for instance, didn't carry the iPhone. Bell's a major sponsor. Samsung, the official sponsor of the Olympics. There's never been an iPhone app or a BlackBerry app, let alone, like even Samsung had done some things in the past, but that was challenging. So we had to overcome those things and get Samsung's blessing. It just so happened that Bell started carrying the iPhone in October of 2009, which was really handy timing. So we went and showed it to them, and they said, funny you should bring that to us, because we're just about to launch. And the timing worked out amazingly well, and we were very fortunate, because if they hadn't have carried it, it probably wouldn't have got there as well. In the end, everybody knew it as the Bell app, and Bell really loved the fact that it drew such positive attention. So February 2010, we had pulled off the builds for iPhone, BlackBerry, and Windows Mobile for Samsung. Helpful. We had a lot of assistance from groups like Wavefront locally. If anyone's a mobile development company, Wavefront provides access to usability and testing services. So they actually gave us handsets that we could test on lots of different BlackBerries and lots of different devices. They actually did the usability. We had real people walking through the application, and we refined the application quite a lot on the basis of that as well. So it was that attention to detail and attention to usability that really helped us gain that sort of positive feedback when we finally did launch. One of the best, so Loring Finney, Bell came on board. They were very excited about it. They promoted it quite a lot. And we got the head of sponsorship nationally for Bell, who is actually based in Vancouver because he was running the Olympics. His name's Loring Finney. Described it as the best activation that they'd ever taken part of. Nothing short of spectacular, which we're really happy for, because that's our whole approach is to make money for festivals and make sponsors look really good. So our model is we work with events around the world. They purchase our application and then license it to sponsors. And so we've done events now. I think I've got, spring, summer of 2010. So that's just gone by, I guess. So as a result of doing the Olympics, at the time it was all about the Bell. It's the Bell app, and Bell gets all the attention, which is fantastic. But the residual effect for us was that people even from Apple began taking notice of it. They loved the application, and we were surprised at how fast it ran with that many events. We got some great feedback from the worldwide head of developer relations, from the iPhone usability team down in Cupertino. All these people. It was fantastic to get that sort of world stage to show off your products. We've added a lot of new event clients around the world. We now have an office in Germany, which is helping us sell into Europe. So we've done large events music events in Copenhagen, in Germany, France. We did an app for the Cannes Film Festival. Got to walk the red carpet, which is kind of cool. We met with IOC in Switzerland. They are interested in terms of mobile strategy for the games. We have met several times now with London 2012, and there is a whole public process around that, but we're very excited to even be in the running to do that application for London. I think based on the success of what we did in Vancouver, I think the mobile apps you're going to see at these events going forward are going to be, there's going to be a lot more attention paid to them, because this is the first time it's been done. I think we're really going to improve. It's going to be available on even more devices and pushed in more languages and worldwide. So for us, the residual effect was it gave us credibility to walk into any event in the world and have instant credibility. We've done an app that's been downloaded more than any large event to date. So we've really, what that's done is, by giving us the credibility and being, we are now able to leverage that to go where we want. We just recently, I think the last slide is talking about how we have built out this range of clients, and the great thing is they're all recurring clients. So as I said, they're all coming back each year, and we're building up a base of business, film, music, and cultural events. We have just recently launched, so we have two products. One is a mobile event guide, which the Olympics used. This is all about, as I said, location-aware event guide in your pocket. The second one is called Mobile Live Experience, and that's about streaming the experience of being at an event in real time. So they've both been quite successful, and for us, it's helped us leverage if anyone's into the TAC model, which Ace Tech friends would know about. The next bowling pin for us, we've really captured festivals. We know that really well. For us, we're moving into conferences, and we've got a new product that we launched specifically for the conference market, which is getting a lot of interest as well. So that's our next thing, is conferences and trade shows. So the next conference we go to, maybe you'll see a Xomo app. I went backwards. That's it. Thank you very much. Happy to stick around for questions, but thank you.